coming up side street behind where you're at?
Yeah, that's him.
It's just after dinner on an ordinary Thursday night in Chelsea, Massachusetts.
They've got a visual on the guy
Yeah.
who's the seller.
They have the buyer. The buyer is, I guess he texted them to say he's on the way.
Lieutenant David Betts and his narcotics officers are gathering intelligence on a controlled drug deal.
What did he buy? How much is it?
It's five bags. 5 bags of heroin.
Chelsea is north of Boston, just over the bridge across the Mystic River. And like many other cities and towns across America, police here have seen demand for heroin skyrocket.
I mean, drugs are, you hate to say they're as American as apple pie, but they're here. They're not going anywhere.
The growing epidemic is fueled in part by people increasingly hooked on prescription painkillers, people looking to heroin as a cheaper way to get high. People like Marie, who grew up here and took her first hit 2 decades ago at age 16. We agreed to protect her identity.
How often do you do heroin now?
Several times a day. Like right now, I've already done 2 40 packages today.
Do you have one supplier? Do you have multiple suppliers?
Multiple. You always need multiple because sometimes one ain't around, so you need your backup dealer.
Police here say the majority of drugs, at 60%, are sold in and around the public park by Chelsea Town Hall. An endless flow of traffickers, suppliers, sellers, and buyers.
How do they find their way here into a place like Chelsea?
They almost have like a network of runners or suppliers, and they'll send them out like delivery guys in a pizza store and say, you go to Chelsea for the day, you go to another city for the day, and they'll basically network like that.
What's the most number of times somebody's been arrested?
That I've seen?
Yeah.
Well over 200.
Back at Chelsea Police Headquarters, the evidence room is nearly filled to capacity.
These are all heroin cases and cocaine cases that we've worked on. And a twist is just the corner of a sandwich bag that they will take.
Can I hold this?
Go right
Can I
ahead.
hold this up for a
Go
second?
right ahead.
A twist of heroin that costs a fraction of a single prescription painkiller. This batch of heroin is worth $300.
And if you had the same amount of OxyContin or any of those drugs, what would it be?
Probably well over $2,000.
Police say that about half of the people who are arrested here in Chelsea for either selling or buying heroin, they're not even from here. They don't live in Chelsea. They're coming from other cities and towns.
We know certain communities are a lot more affluent, and we'll ask them, how did you end up here from, a suburb of $1 million homes? And they'll say they got hooked on opiates. They ran out of money. They're not available there like they are here.
And though she grew up in Chelsea, Marie says she wants to move first chance she gets, hoping to run from the addiction she calls a life sentence.
You OD'd 5 times. Did you ever once think, why did I wake up?
Yes, every single time. Every time I've ordered, I woke up pissed off. I'm like, I'm such a screw up, I can't even die right. like I'd rather be in the ground than continuing this.
Heading up there now.
An endless cycle of drugs in small towns trying to stem the tide.
All right, we'll hook up tomorrow and
All right, sounds good.
do it all again.
Yeah.